Hello class, and welcome to week number 4 of Counseling 570. Let's talk about what is due this week. The first thing you're going to note here is the review case conceptualization. If you click on that link, it will actually take you here. I'm going to open it, and you're going to see there is the PowerPoint that Dr. McGinnis is reviewing in her video. You can click play directly here to watch the video, or you can look at it on YouTube. And then there's actually case conceptualization example, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But this will all help you as you're preparing for the case conceptualization part 3 that is due this week. All right, let's come back here. You are to read Berman chapter 7 and 8. You do have a discussion board this week. And if we go to that, you're going to see for your initial posting that is due Thursday evening by midnight, you are to choose one of the human complexity topics from Berman chapter 7 or 8, and there is the notation you must post your initial posting before you can see other peers' postings. For your initial posting that is due Thursday by midnight, you are to choose a treatment issue related to those topics in the Berman chapters and apply it to a fictional case client. Make sure you give that person a name and a scenario, and it denotes it's going to be helpful to your peer to indicate which Berman chapter / pages prompted this case consideration. Again, due Thursday by midnight. Your peer response posting is due Sunday by midnight. For your peer response posting, you need to write what you learned from reading the associated Berman chapter. That would be important to note if you are engaging in treatment planning for the topic that your peer noted in their initial posting, and make sure that you are specific. If we get back to the modules, as I noted earlier, the presentation, part 3, is due this week. And if you click on that here, you're going to see the instructions as to what you need to do for this assignment. And it denotes the different sections. I do believe I've already created a video on this assignment, so I'm not going to go into great detail. But make sure that you include all those elements. And you can look at the rubric below, and you will see how each of those assignment expectations align directly with the rubric, and that is what I will be used for grading. Coming back to Dr. McGinnis's posting here, there is a case conceptualization example. I know students usually like to see that. If you click on that, it will take you to this page, and you're going to see the different format as required by the assignment. The theoretical orientation, your premise statement, and the type of premise statement. You're going to be using a lot of what you did for part 1 here. And then your case conceptualization, having the strengths, making sure you denote the weaknesses, relevant past history, all those things that were on the assignment page, relevant present circumstances / issues, behavioral observations from sessions, and then a summation of functioning. So that is what is due this week. Remember, you're going to continue to build upon this as you are entering into the final phases of these different assignments. And hopefully this example helps you as you're working on part 3 this week. There is a reminder to make sure you engage in your response posting for your peer, which I already reviewed, that is due at the end of this week, Sunday by midnight. As you look ahead, you're going to see you have your second peer review on the case conceptualizations that is assigned next week. So really work to submit this on time so that I can assign the case conceptualizations as early as possible. That being said, I won't be grading the case conceptualizations part 3 until the peer reviews have been completed in week 5. All right, that is it for this week. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you.